All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson going into how all of the 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to take the Charagma and then they're going to get destroyed, man. Right? And I know people get annoyed. People are getting annoyed about videos that are getting made about women, right? And not every single video that gets made about women, for example, right, is even us talking about, when brothers talk about these things, it's not even necessarily our personal things that we're talking about some of the time when we say this, right? But we can still look outwardly and see that this world is wicked, just like how there might be certain types of 2/3 that we might have a problem with, which really we have a problem with all of them, but we're not necessarily always going to be talking about a particular 2/3 that we have had an interaction with, man, because for the most part, we try and avoid even being around those kind of people anymore, right? Obviously, when we're out in the world, we have to walk past them and stuff like that. But if you find yourself around the midst of too many 2/3 on your own spare time, you gotta answer the question as to why you are even in that situation, man. Right? And all of them anyway, every single person that's not of the elected nation of Israel is gonna take that charagma. And when they take it, they're gonna be destroyed, man, and we ain't gonna feel sorry for them. Right? If we end up being Israelites that get beamed upon those chariots, right? And we're looking down at the lake of fire and at all the other places where Yahweh's brought fire to on the earth. You think we're gonna be bothered? Oh, but nah, but Andrew was down there, man. He was safe, you know. Nah, fuck whether he was safe. He ain't gonna be safe then. Oh, but nah, man. Yo, my boy Jerome was there. He was safe. I mean, when we used to kick football, man, he was safe, you know. He used to buy me a Rubicon mango back in the day and a doner meat and chips, and he wouldn't even ask me for the money. He was safe, man. Oh, nah. My boy Anton was down there, and he used to buy me a supermalt, and we used to spill it. Like, so what, man? None of it's gonna matter. Oh, but oh man, Shanette was down there, man, and she had a fat batty, man. Oh, she was nah. It's not gonna. None of it's gonna matter, man. If they take that Karagma, then fuck them, right? If your own woman takes one, fuck her, man. That she's deaf. You ain't got to worry about whether she's of the elect no more, and there ain't no works that you're gonna have in Yahweh's eyes that's gonna make her be able to repent from taking that. You being a believing husband, isn't gonna be able to make that unbelieving wife get saved, man. Because that unbelieving wife is gonna have the charagma in her hand, and now she's just waiting for the pending destruction, man. Right? That's what it's gonna be. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of the life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. Jump down to verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And I've got to say this, man. A lot of these people that are going to take it are going to be women, right? And as far as this world goes, man, there's not no particular thing, because you see the thing with the women thing, right, that continually keeps getting mentioned by all kind of brothers, and it will be balanced ways in which they'll be speaking about it. Some will say, okay, maybe you need to fix things up about you, and then the women will start acting towards you more peacefully and all that. And that is true to a certain degree, right? That is true. That if we fix up certain things in our life that maybe us as men need to change about ourselves, then our women are gonna act good towards us, all right? Better towards us anyway, or let me say it like that. But the thing about the problem between the man and the woman in the scriptures is not a thing that it's never been about money. How Yahweh said that he's supposed to deal with women anyway, because there's men of Israel that are meant to, that could be slaves and work for another man, and he can get a wife that way. So it's not even a thing that's based on purely money, right? It's a curse. It's actually a curse, man. So the women acting badly towards the men is a spiritual thing. Just like how the men acting evil towards the other men, that's a spiritual thing as well. It's not like, oh, if you watch how you're talking to your brother, then maybe he'll start liking you more. No, because when they hear that you believe this doctrine, they're still gonna hate you for that anyway. They're gonna hate you because it's a spiritual thing. You might have the best business ideas on the earth, in order for us as Israelites or us as a nation to get wealth and all of that. And Yahweh will stop it from happening, even though it actually is the best possible way how you could make money. Something is going to happen along those lines to stop it from taking place, because it's a spiritual reason. There'll be something that will take place to force that curse to have to happen. And that goes with the having to go to your enemy for the want of all things. That goes with being a proverb and a byword. That goes with being smitten with madness. That goes with the woman being evil towards the man and the man being evil towards the woman. That goes with the Israelites being scattered among all nations. And it goes also for the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. We would have had people of Israel that could have fought, was able to fight physically and stuff like that. Physically, technically, they had the strength to win that battle when that battle took place. But they didn't win the battle, did they? They didn't win the battle. And even among the men that have got the right mindset, right, and have got the right financials, they still find it struggles with women, because Kevin Samuels had all the kind of money. Kevin Samuels had the look. Kevin Samuels had the fragrances, right? He had the great social circle. He knew all those mans in Red Pill. He knew all of them guys, and they were all millionaires themselves. He was always showing himself out, and it was showing how women was dealing with him in a certain way. Certain women was, but then there was also those other batch of women that were demons towards him. And when he died, they were happy and they celebrated it, which still matches the curse. That still matches the curse, man. Let me read Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the Charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. The Charagma is going to be, we already know what the Charagma is anyway. We already know what it is. It's the micro CHIP. If you write down the word micro and you write down the letters CHIP, you will get the understanding as to what the mark that's mentioned in Revelation 13 and 16 is talking about, man. Right? That's what it is, but we can't even say it clear as day, more. We have to talk in code word, because when you talk it clear, the video gets taken down off the internet before it even gets the chance to have one viewer. Even if you had a channel that had one subscriber, there was literally a time when I had one subscriber on this channel, I believe, man, or it was another channel, and I did a video on the mark, and I said straight up, man, exactly what it is, and the video got taken down off the internet about 15 seconds to a minute after it got put up, and it didn't even get one view, and it got taken down off the internet, man. No one got to even see the video. And it was like I said, it was either on this channel or another one, but the channel had like maybe one subscriber back then, whatever channel it was. But anyway, a lot of these Israelites, man, they're just lost, man. The men are lost and the women are lost. And as far as it goes on this world, there ain't no kind of things that we're going to be able to do in no kind of financial way or no kind of way like that, to where we're going to be made comfortable down here in regards to women, that we're going to be made more comfortable down here in regards to wealth, because you might get wealth and then you can move to another area now. And Yahweh might make some LG3T people move in next door to you, man. He might just do that to get on your nerves. Or he might make some demon neighbors move in next door to you, man, just to get on your nerves so that you can never be comfortable down here. Because the curses are spiritual, and Yahweh makes and performs the curse on you. If you're an Israelite, there ain't no way to escape it. There ain't no amount of money that you can escape. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. You ain't escaping that. It's going to continually keep showing, man. There's things you can do to minimize it, but the curse is still there anyway. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. And one of the things that these people have cast away, these Israelites have cast away despitefully, is the fact that the Israelites, when they hear about it, that they actually scoff in their mind. They think it's funny. They think, man, this guy is mad. Like, what's he talking about? We're niggers. We're black. What's this guy talking about? We're Israelite. What's he talking about? I'm black British. What's this guy on about, man? What's he under? I'm black British, man. I don't know nothing about none of that. Okay, I read the Bible and that, But I don't believe that we're really them people. What are you on about? That's them people with them curly things on the side of the head that wear all black. That's them. That they can't think that they are the Israelites. But then if you start talking about it in a black people and an African way, black African people, we're right, we're amazing, there's something special about us, then they'll actually agree with you, these dumb motherfuckers, man. But then when you start saying, yeah, but the reason why that is because we're Israelites, they'll say, so you're saying that Israelites are African? No, dummy. We're saying that we're not African and that we're Israelites. But then if you call them a dummy, then they're going to say, oh, that's how you're talking. But Esau talks to them nice, but then he'll poison your whole food supply. He'll spray drugs over your ear and make your fruit seedless. You know what I mean? He'll make you take things into your body and you don't even know what it is. But they'll say that he loves them because he ain't shouting. Oh, he ain't shouting at me, so he's speaking more righteous than you. Well, go to him then if you want to think that and see how that does it for you, man. Verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Right? And they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it. And what do these Israelites like to say? A lot of them, man. If you ask one of these Jakes if they eat pork, they'll say, of course I do. Of course, they'll even go more hard for it, man. Man, I love pork. In fact, I'm going to have pork for lunch. They'll try and be even more disrespectful with it, man. And then at the same time, they'll accept that certain other laws, you're not supposed to break them. But when it comes to the certain of the laws that they want to keep doing, certain of the things that they want to keep breaking, then they're like, oh, nah, but that's for the Israelites, though. It's disgusting how quick they are to change up and just be quick to want to sin in places that they don't need to sin. You don't need to sin by eating pork, man. That shouldn't be the reason why you sin, because of pork. Like, you shouldn't stumble with sinning because of pork. If you stumble with sinning because of the Sabbath, I can understand that more than stumbling because of eating pork. Because in order to not eat pork, don't buy it. Know what I mean? Now, when it comes to having mixed fabric clothing and stuff like that, certain fabrics, man, if you was to get them non-mixed, are very expensive. Certain things, man, like linen. In order to get linen clothing, 100% linen clothing, not no blend linen, 100% linen clothing for times when it's hot weather, right? I've looked, it's way more expensive than the other stuff that's out there, man. It's way more expensive to buy. But certain things should not be the reason why you sin. You shouldn't be sinning after you've been reading and studying about the Bible for a decade, like some of these Christians have a decade plus and that. You shouldn't be now keep still eating pork. Like, you can't handle that one. And fair enough, you can say, I guess, but different people struggle with different things. Okay, fair enough, man. But if you just stop buying the pork, surely then there's going to be less chance of you eating it because it's not going to be in your fridge when you open it. That's not going to be part of the selections of meats that you have. And then people will say, okay, that is a meat. They might say, oh, but it's a meat. Of course I eat it, right? But then there's other things out there. Like, there's this one food out there. Well, I say food. It's not really a food. It's something called abalone, right? I believe it's spelled ABALONE. And this thing looks like some kind of big water slug, man, that's got a shell on its back, and it just looks absolutely disgusting, right? But people would like turn their stomach up at that. When it comes to pork, they're like, well, I'll eat that. And that's what I mean, man. When the wrath comes by Yahweh, at the hand of Yahweh, we're not gonna care when you people are perishing, man. Because whenever people have tried to tell you to fix up and like not be wicked no more, you don't want to hear it, man. You're thinking to yourself, man, fuck all that. You get that look on your face like you've had Will Smith or that other guy from Men in Black pull out that flashlight thing and flash it in your face 5,000 times, man, and then just erase your memory. You just look lost when you hear about this, man. Your eyes get glazed over. You start looking into the sky, looking left, looking right. You look stupid as hell. Israelites start walking by, shaking their heads, looking at the Israelites that are singing the truth and that shaking their head. They look stupid, man, with that stupid smirk on their face. Like, oh, these men are totos, they lost their mind, man. These men are lost their mind, fam. No, you've lost your mind, nigga. Because you're still wanting to be black. But then want to cry and talk about oppression. You want to laugh at this doctrine that tells you the reason why you're oppressed. But then at the same time, you want to talk about oppression. Isn't that ridiculous? You want to cry about oppression and that, and you want to laugh at us saying that we want slavery to be done on our enemies. But then at the same time, you'll be like, nah, fuck all that. But then you'll be saying you want reparations from your enemy. But then you'll say to us, but we're not oppressed. So why are you asking for reparations then? Aren't you asking for reparation because you want some kind of justice for the slavery that took place? And that the reason why some of you are saying that, but we're saying that the reparations that we want is to do unto our enemy justice and own our enemies like they owned us, man, so that they can really feel what it is that they did to us, man. But anyway, the topic of this lesson has been about, hopefully it's been about, when I've been talking, that to get the point across, man, that all of these 230 Jakes, man, they're gonna take that Charagma, man. They're gonna take it, and then they're gonna get destroyed when they take it, man. The street, man, that he thinks, yo, I'm fogged out, man. I don't follow the Caucasian man's rules. I'm on my own thing. I'm living hot down here. I'm getting it ski mask way. No, you're getting to get it the Charagma way. Because all of that sinning that you're doing and that loving life, trying to live the fast way, is for money's reason. It's for money reasons, man. So when the money gets changed to where you gotta take that Charagma, you're gonna take it. Because you're not really as rebellious as you think you are. You're doing all of that street life to get into the same realm that the guy that's decided to become a lawyer is getting into. He's tried to become a lawyer so that he can get money and get praise of this world too. And that's the same reason why some of you street guys are selling drugs, because you want to get your praise too. Because you all end up buying the same watches. You all end up trying to get the APs or whatever these crazy watch brands are, man. I don't even know some of these brands, man. But you all end up trying to do these things to get the same brands. The basketball player, he tries to buy the same brands as the stock market guy. That works in a bank and all that, and he's works in a company that they do nothing but trade stocks for using other people's money. They're all gonna wear the same watches, man. It's just one person's gonna add diamonds in his, and the other person's gonna just keep a classic look. But they're all doing it for the same reasons. When they get some spare money and there's a basketball game or a sports event or a football match or a Euros or the Olympics or a tennis or a concert, they're all gonna be at the same concert, man. They're all doing their thing for the same reason. Because when you go to a concert, it ain't just one set group of people there, man. There's all kind of people. There's all different kinds of Israelites at them concerts. There's all different kind of Edomites and heathens there. And they're all doing several different ways, several different lifestyles to live exactly and get to the same end goal, man. Love of this world, the lust of this world, man. That's the reason why they do all of these things. The church person, they still living and chasing the same things as the street guy, man. They're all in the same group. They all worship the beast and the ways that this world has told people is the right way to live. First John chapter 2 and verse 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And all these people, all the things they do is to get the pride of life. Because the rapper, right, he's kind of a bit about the street life, but then he's kind of trying to get the praise of the other people in the world because he knows they're going to be the people that are going to be buying these concert tickets, man. So even though he's lived the street life way, right, he still has to get the admiration of the people that didn't necessarily even live the street life, but he's got to get the respect of the people that did live the street life, because then otherwise he ain't keeping it real. But then the people that didn't live the street life, they're trying to get the respect from the people that did live the street life, and they're also trying to be around both groups anyway. So they're all in the same group, man. And that's why there were people that they don't even like each other, right? They don't even have a doctrine and belief that's the same. But when it comes to scoffing against the Hebrew Israelites, they're all one group. They're all unified in being like, that thing there is wicked. That thing there is not a part of what we're talking about, man. That thing there is divisive way more than the things that we're on, because they're all part of the same spirit of loving the world. No matter what different way they love it, they love the world. But they all love the world in a different way. But the point is, they still all love the world, man. Verse 17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. And all these people with all these different beliefs, they're all against Yahweh Shai though. They don't want Yahweh Shai to come back and destroy America. If they could do a vote in the world, right, and say, okay, which country do you think we should destroy? One country on this earth has to get destroyed, but which country do you think it is that we should destroy? You know, they'd be destroying a country that's full of Jakes. They'd probably destroy Haiti, you know what I mean? They destroy some like country that's got Jake on there. That's what they do. They ain't gonna say America because it's wicked and it's so sinful. They ain't gonna do that. This world wouldn't vote that. Or if if there was a vote, okay, America has to get destroyed. Yahweh Shai send everyone an email on earth and says, okay, this is gonna be for a vote. You can all vote, yeah, to either save America or have it destroyed. Most of the world would vote to have it saved, man. They were like, nah, I got a cousin there. Nah, it's not that bad. It's all right, actually. The American dream. It's the most free country in the world. They ain't gonna want it to be destroyed for its wickedness and for what it did to the children of Israel. Because the most of the world don't even believe that we're the children of Israel, but they wouldn't even want it to be destroyed for what it did to the so-called African Americans, right? And what it did to the Native Americans. They wouldn't even want it to be destroyed for that reason. They'd be like, nah, but all people have did slavery in their lifetime. So who cares? You're just mad because they won. That's what some Jakes even say. They say that they thank Esau for putting us in slavery because we were just living so crazy. In them time, we were swinging on trees in Africa. That's what they actually say. People actually say that, man. People actually say that. People that are actually smart and successful in this world. And one person that I've seen a video of that, I'm gonna name the person, man. One person that I've pretty much heard say that exact point right there is this guy that's a YouTuber on the internet, a fitness YouTuber, man, Elliot Host. I couldn't believe when I heard that guy said it. He pretty much said, I'm happy that the white man, so-called white man, put Africans in slavery because our people became wiser from that. He pretty much said it like that. Now I can't remember the exact words that he said, and I can't off the top of my head be able to find a video, but I know I watched a video of him saying that, man. I know I did. And it won't be no false witness for me saying that he said that on a video, man. He said that on a video. Right? He said that, man. Now, whether he still believes that now, who knows? But I know he said it at that time, though. And there's many Jakes that believe that. He ain't unique in his belief, that there's many that say that. They actually think that Esau civilized them, yet he himself is not civilized. But then if we was to say, you know what? Okay, he's not civilized now, so now we need to civilize him the same way he civilized us. They were like, oh, nah. Let civilization live, and let's just never do nothing like that no more. But then when we talk about him doing that to us, they'll make excuses. But if we say, okay, so it's good to do that to people then, right? So let us do it to you then. When we do it to you, don't complain. Don't say nothing. But these people are not real and genuine when they say these things, man. They just got 1,000 excuses for why we shouldn't be able to get no revenge. But then when Esau wants revenge, they don't say nothing. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain, and therefore be not curious of how the ungodly shall be punished, because every single way that you can think of that an Israelite 2/3 is going to get it, man, to get deleted off this earth, they're going to get it that way. Every single way that it's possible to get it given to you, they're going to get it given to them, man. Every single way. That's why it's saying Don't be curious of how the ungodly shall be punished, because every way it's possible to get punished, they're gonna get punished that way, man. Every single way it's possible to not be alive anymore, they're gonna experience that, man. All the unbelievers, man. All the different thousands and million, like people make these I believe there's a TV show called A Million Ways to Die, right? All the different ways that there is to not be alive anymore, man. These wicked Israelites and all these other scoffers, man, of all these other nations, they're gonna experience all of those millions of ways. Despite them trying to ignore what's really going on in the world, right? But then every single time they hear about a drought or anything like that, they quickly run into the supermarkets and buying up the waters. Anytime they hear about anything serious on the TV, they always bolt buying everything, but then they try and go on like they're proud and like they're not scared. But when the lockdown came, they was all quick to run to the store and bolt buy. And then 2 weeks later, these dummies didn't even know how to preserve all the things that they bolt buyed anyway. So then they threw most of it in the bin. They didn't think, you know what, maybe we can preserve some of this bread by putting it in the freezer. Maybe we can preserve some of this food by putting it in the freezer. You know what I mean? They didn't know how to preserve it, man. And all they ended up really doing is taking that food and bulk buying it. And then somebody else that could have ate that food didn't even end up eating it because they got thrown in a bin by them. Yet at the same time as all of these things being fact that people did these things, the world actually goes on like they're smart and like they're high IQ people when they're dumb. But when you tell them they're dumb, they say, oh, why are you speaking like that for? Man, you know what? I'm going to end the video there. Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. And most of these people are going to take the Charagma, man. Shalom.